All of these people in my life acting berserk. I'm feeling all pissed off and hurt. I need to know if I am the jerk. Oh, am I the jerk? Oh.
Okay, I got your emails here, including one. And maybe if you do the deep sea fishing, you can help us out. Let us know what is the actual standard on this. They want to know, am I the jerk for not going back to shore? It says, my brother-in-law invited himself on an early morning fishing trip that I take with a few friends of mine. He doesn't fish, and I warned him that we go pretty far out and we stay out pretty late. He said he loves boats, though, and if he gets bored, he'll just drink. He's obnoxious when he drinks, which is quite often, so I wasn't pumped. But my wife pushed me to do it. She's hoped that since we got married 5 years ago that I would become best friends with her brother. Honestly, I can't stand him. But for my wife, I agreed to take him. So we're out on the boat. It's 4 a.m., and her brother is puking by 4:30. By 5 a.m., he's begging me to take him back to shore. I have 4 other guys on this boat, and they're all shooting me daggers because by now we're pretty far out. Look, it sucks, but this does happen. So I refuse. I'm like, sorry, dude. My brother-in-law continued to puke up everything he's eaten ever since grade school. My friends are actually enjoying his misery because they all hate him too. So the next day, my wife gives me an hour-long lecture about what a D move it was for me to not take him back to shore. I tried to explain how far out we were, how much gas it would take, how it would ruin a day for 4 other guys, etc. Nothing, though, compared to the misery her baby brother went through on my torturous Vomit Comet boat.
Vomit Comet.
All my guys who fish say I'm not a jerk, but what are your thoughts?
If you ask guys that fish, they will say you're not a jerk. When you're out, you're out. But if you ask regular people, they would say you're a jerk.
It's tough, too, when you have somebody in your group that you're like, oh, man, we're going to have a good time, but they're going to come and they're going to drink. I got someone like that in my group, Kev. I won't say any names, but their name it rhymes with Smersminja.
Okay.
You got a lot of balls.
What are you talking about? I'm great when I'm drunk.
Just to put it into perspective for people that don't often go out there for the deep sea fishing, somebody said they're burning about a gallon a mile. So if they go out 20 miles, they certainly don't want to come back right away without even fishing. And can you imagine the daggers they're shooting this guy where he's like, take me back. And they're looking at him and be like, don't you dare, man. Don't you dare.
At the front of the whole thing, you said you didn't want to take him anyway, didn't they say that?
He begged himself. He invited himself on
yeah,
there.
Then you're not the jerk.
He's like, hey, look, dude, here's what it is. We're all about fishing. He's like, if I get bored, I'll just drink. He thinks it's going to be a fun, I'm out on the boat, partying, listening to music, I'm drinking.
You're at the mercy of the seas.
You are.
If it's flat, you're great. If it's not, it can be awful. I've been out there when it was really rough, and half the people on the boat were vomiting, and half the people on the boat were not, and the boat did not come back in.
See, this happened to the Juicy Daddy. We went out on the boat one time, and he got so seasick. I've never seen my dad like this. They turned him around just because the vibe was, he's keeled over. Everyone wants to have a chilled out time. He's like, oh, I'm like, yeah, we're taking him back. We're taking him back. It wasn't fun.
I'll have Suits put up a poll on that so we can get the exact percentages on this, because his wife is really on him and saying, I don't care what you say, that's a D move. My baby brother's on that boat and he's barfing his guts out.
He's not a baby. He's a full-grown man.
To her, she's the baby.
Whatever.
He's the baby.
She's babying him.
He was pleading with you. He's being tortured out there. All you had to do was just give up your fun and come back, and you wouldn't do it.
Reason 300,000,001 why not to get married.
Oh, it's marriage.
Well, it's his wife. He told him he can't. It's my baby brother.
Okay, so are you a jerk if you don't come back to shore when someone on your boat gets sick? Yes or no? He's saying not. The wife is saying you are.
Not in this scenario. You're not the jerk.
I don't think so. No one's saying that he is right now. We'll just get the percentage. If you want to go to the KVJ TV chat room, you can vote on that. Another email here says, am I the jerk for letting my dog pee in my neighbor's yard? It says, I got a puppy a few months ago, and I'm very good about taking the puppy out. So the puppy decided that it likes to poo and pee in this one guy's yard. Well, this morning, the guy noticed, and he comes out and confronts me. He said, hey, you need to find another yard for your dog to pee in. I told him, look, it's not really my choice, and it's just where my puppy's choosing to go. And he asked me, he said, well, if you have no control over your puppy, why isn't the dog walking you? Look, I get his point, but I can't get the dog to go anywhere else. Am I the jerk?
Why don't you have the dog on a leash and walk the dog to a different area?
He has the dog on a leash, but apparently the dog is just wanting to go in that spot.
For example, if I had a dog and I walked the dog right outside of my house, my dog eventually is going to probably pee on someone's lawn because you're walking down a sidewalk and the dog's going to have to squat.
This guy would like for him, as the dog tries to pee, yank the dog away to another yard and make the puppy pee somewhere else, is what this guy's saying.
I mean, yeah, you can either go right or left. Maybe instead of going right, go left.
When you have a dog, your job as a dog owner is to always make sure, at the best of your ability, your dog's not infringing on anyone's peace, or lawn, any of that stuff. But also, too, life happens. You go into a swimming pool, you're going to get a little wet. Dogs pee.
I wouldn't care about a dog peeing on my lawn, but if somebody did and they were like, your dog keeps peeing on my lawn, I would just walk the other direction.
I'd make sure.
It's your dog. You have to respect your neighbor.
But I mean, look, dogs are just going to pop a squat and pee. It's not like you can go, hey, Rex, stop peeing. Rex is going to keep peeing.
Yeah, and oftentimes they're peeing in a place where they scent some other dog has gone. And so that might just be it. Dogs get in a routine or they have sense, and so they want to go where they want to go. And it can be tricky. And now you can yank a dog away as it tries to do its business. So you could do that.
The neighbor is cranky and sucks because if it's just pee. Now, if you're walking the dog up to your neighbor's door and the dog's peeing everywhere.
On the steps.
Yeah, if everyone could just be #be cool. It's so hard for some reason.
Somebody said, I am a dog person, but dog pee does kill grass. So I kind of get what he's
all
saying.
right.
Here.
Well, then there you go. You got to respect your neighbor's lawn.
Yeah, somebody said, yes, you are the jerk. If the dog was on a leash, the dog couldn't go in someone else's yard. You've had him for a couple of months, plenty of time to train it. You are a jerk.
Put the dog on a leash, go right instead of left, and let the dog pee on your grass.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to me, if I saw a dog pee on my lawn, I wouldn't care. And if I saw a dude just kind of pop a squat,
oh, that's when you get out your phone and start videoing.
I wouldn't even be mad about that.
I wouldn't either.
No,
I'd be like, oh, we need content for TikTok.
This is going to be great on social.
And this Am I the Jerk email says, my fiance and I have been together for a year and will be married by this time next year. He came to me 2 months ago and asked if his half-sister could move in with us.
Oh.
It was a surprise to me as I never knew he had a half-sister. He has never mentioned her. His family in Virginia is kind of dysfunctional, so I didn't think too much of it. So she moves in with us here as family life in Virginia was apparently abusive. She was unable to find a job in their small town and had nowhere else to go, so she is with us. And after watching this girl for 2 months, I can see why she didn't find a job. She's not very clean, and now my nights are spent picking up after her and doing extra dishes. Plus, this girl is at home alone with my dog all day. My dog is my baby, and I don't trust this girl. And maybe it's in my head, but my dog has been more clingy than normal when I get home. I've witnessed this sister not being that nice to my dog, and I've told my fiance to handle it because I was going to drop her.
Oh, no.
I've told my fiance that he has until the end of the summer to get her out, or I am taking my dog and leaving. His name is on the lease, and I will drop him. He thinks my behavior shows that I am not committed to marrying him. I told him that I loved him, but that I will not be a doormat. He thinks that I'm being too rigid and that it is cold that I would kick his sister out into the world without any real reason. Am I the jerk?
No, you are not the jerk. He is enabling his gross, lazy sister. And if you even suspect that she is doing harm to your dog while you're not there, you should set up a little nanny cam. They've got them now. They're so small. It's a little spy cam. Get them for like $30 and you can see exactly what she's up to with your dog when you're not there. If she lays a finger on your dog, I say you open up a can on her.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, we definitely break up.
That's not the question.
No, it's break up, though. You're hurting my dog. It's a breakup.
It's break up and beat her ass.
Yeah.
If she
Okay.
hits that dog, she is done.
So she is not a jerk for making this ultimatum.
No.
Okay. Now on the question, are you a jerk if you don't come back to shore when someone on the boat gets sick?
The original question.
84% of the people in our KVJ TV chat room say no. So the wife, you are in the very small minority of people who think that your husband was a jerk when he wouldn't bring your obnoxious little baby brother home when he started barfing on the boat.
What if you went home today and that woman was at your house? So you think I'm a jerk, huh, Ralston? You think I'm a jerk? She just went psycho on you.
Yeah.
How do you handle that?
I'd be like, man, it's KVJ TV poll.
Kevin doesn't
I had
handle
nothing to
it.
do with it.
Kevin goes, Kim. Kim will come out and handle it.
All right, you ever got a problem? You want to know if you are a jerk, if you're being accused, you can just send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com. It's mail@kvjshow.com.